Hey folks, this is Kalani. Welcome to the Sanctum of Domination raid guide for normal and heroic. In this video we'll be taking down the Tarragrue. One of the most important points of this fight actually happens before the boss fight. The trash before the Tarragrue has 4 mini-bosses which each drop a large Anima orb that lets you pick an Anima power. There are many Anima powers to choose from, but I would recommend at least one player in your raid takes the immune to stun power to trivialize one of the boss's abilities. The AoE damage reduction power is good too, the immune to fear power is useful, and obviously all of the damage increasing ones are great. Do not let anyone in your raid take the Anima power that knocks players back when you get close to them. That can and will kill half your raid. You can change your Anima powers at any time by using the obelisks just outside of the boss's room that will strip you of all Anima powers, and then you run around to the 4 orbs and pick new ones. With your Anima powers picked, let's get into the boss's abilities. One of the most important abilities is Predator's Howl. This will apply a magic debuff to several players and give them a little circle. Any players inside that circle are going to get feared, so spread out with these debuffs and dispel them ASAP. The boss will also use Hungering Mist. This covers the entire area in a damaging AoE with a small safe spot. You need to rush on over to the safe spot so you don't die from the mist, and keep running to safe spots until the mist is gone. Another ability to watch out for is Chains of Eternity. The boss targets one player with these chains, and after 8 seconds the chains will fly out towards the target and stun the first player hit. That player then gets dragged into the boss and more or less one-shot. The best way to deal with this ability is to have one player with the stun immune Anima power stand between the boss and a world marker you place in the room. Anyone who gets Chains of Eternity will run to the marker or behind the stun immune player, and because the chains hit something they can't stun, the ability is negated. Just make sure no one is standing between the boss and the stun immune player. If no one has that stun immune power, you'll need to do the same thing but by rotating immunities, so it really helps if at least one player has that stun immune power. The boss will also use Grasp of Death. This is a nasty debuff that deals damage over 40 seconds. Your healers just need to heal this up. He will also cast Fury of the Ages. This increases the boss's damage and haste by 25%, but it's a simple enrage effect that can be dispelled by any de-enrage spell like Trank Shot or Soothe. And then we also have a tank swap to watch out for. When the boss casts Overpower, he will deal a bunch of damage and stun the tank with aggro and apply Crushed Armor, which increases physical damage taken. Make sure you swap for every Overpower. On Heroic mode, you will see remnants of forgotten torments spawn around the room. There's 3 kinds of torments, but you deal with them in the same way. While a torment is active, it gives the boss a big buff to its physical damage, magic damage, or the raid takes constant AoE damage. To get rid of them, you have to soak the torments until all of the orbs are gone. Each orb you soak gives you a debuff. The debuffs don't really do too much, just increase your physical damage taken, magic damage taken, or you take fire damage over time. Your tanks definitely shouldn't soak torments, but apart from that, just soak them quickly and you should be fine. You can have a player with an immunity soak them to remove the debuffs entirely, but it's not really necessary. And then when the boss gets to 10% health, he gets a 500% damage buff and you lose all of your Anima powers, so it's a race against the clock to burn the boss down before he kills you. And that's all you should need to take down the Tarragrue on normal and heroic. Stay tuned for more boss guides for the rest of the Sanctum of Domination raid. Thanks for watching folks, good luck and have fun, and as always I will see you next time.